Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because of His blessing we can gather in this virtual forum without any obstacles. Praise and salutation is upon to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam who had brought us to the path of light from the darkness in this life. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Fatur Imam Muhson and I come from UIN Masjid Surakarta. Today I will deliver to you material about Virginian tobacco cultivations. The first material that we have to discuss today is about what is tobacco. Anybody here ever see or ever hear this word tobacco? Anyone? Yes, exactly. Tobacco. Tobacco is a plant that has a science name Nicotiana tabacum. So this plant is used to make a product that can be consumed in different ways, such as smoke in cigarettes or maybe smoked in loose form in water pipes. If you feel kinda weird or maybe never hear this plant before, never hear about this plant before, I will show you the picture of tobacco. So you can see in my PowerPoint, in the left one is the tobacco leaf and then the right one is tobacco tree. But some tobaccos have a very little bit difference on their trees or maybe on their leaf. It depends on their types or on their variety. Now we are going to next slide. Indonesia versus tobacco. For your information, that Indonesia is the one of the biggest tobacco producer in the world. Local tobacco quality is highly calculated in the international markets. Then, most of the tobacco plants in Indonesia are dry season. For the example is flavored tobacco, the most common tobacco that used in the raw material of cigarettes. And then there are three types of flavored tobacco. There are three varieties of flavored tobacco in Indonesia. The first one is Virginian tobacco, and then secondly is white burley tobacco, and then the last one or the third is Japanese tobacco. At this meeting, we will focus on discussing about Virginian tobacco. The Virginian tobacco was the main ingredients in the Indonesian tobacco industry, used mainly in the manufacture of the white cigarettes. Virginian tobacco productions reached 59,000 tons a year. That was a very huge number. Okay, the next slide. How to cultivate a Virginian tobacco? Actually, there are so many complicated processes on tobacco cultivations. But here, I will help you to get the main point. I will tell you the most basic thing you have to know, and then you can study it later while being a tobacconist. So, there are some main points you have to know on tobacco cultivations. The first one, how to cultivate a virgin tobacco. Prepare your seed and fertilizer. Secondly, start planting. The third one, give routine treatment on your tobacco to make sure that your plant is grow normally. And then the fourth on the last main point is harvest time. Number one, preparing seed and fertilizer. You can see on my slide there are two pictures. The top one is tobacco seed and the bottom one is the process. Spread the mixed seeds and salt water on 25 meters long and 20 centimeters wide soil. And then you have to know that 12,000 species of seed can be planted on a half-hectare soil. Amazing. To the next slide. Virginian tobacco seeding. You need to watering your seed every single morning and evening. Watering process aims to make sure that your seed is growing well. It means that there are no different size on each other's seeds. Next, there is a very important information to you. Your seeds ready to be planted after 35 days old. In this slide, you will see 3 pictures. These are the kind of fertilizer that you need while you're cultivating virgin tobacco. The first picture is calcium sulfate, secondly is nitrogen, and then the third one is ammonium sulfate. So this picture does an example, and then you feel free to choose another brand. Then, this is the second main point on virgin tobacco cultivating. How to plant your tobacco. There are only 2 steps, a very simple step actually, but it takes a lot of time. The first step is make a hole on your planting area. Second step is filling the hole with your tobacco seed, as you can see in the picture on my slide. After you finish your planting process, we are going to the third main point on tobacco cultivating. There is tobacco routine treatment. If something bad happened on your plants, as a good tobacconist, you have to fix it. The several problems such as attack by vermins, growing fungus on leaves, etc. Thus, you have to 1. Give fertilizer after 1 week old, after planting process. Secondly, spray fungicide on fungus. And then the third, spray insecticide for insect. Those are some tobacco routine treatment. Finally, after you pass all of the very complicated process on virgin tobacco cultivating, after 3 months, you have got your real virgin tobacco. There is only one step here. Take the old tobacco leaves that are dark green from the bottom. The process can you see on my pictures on the slide. Now, I have tell you about the main point about the process and anything about virgin tobacco cultivating as simple as I can. I think that's all I can say. Thank you for attention, and hopefully what I say before can be useful to all of you. Thank you. Sorry for many mistakes that I made. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.